Psychology Tutorial for Beginners, Part 2, Chapter 1, Perception and Sensation, Decoding the World Around You. The Gateway to Experience, Understanding Sensation. Sensation is the first step in how we interact with the world, acting as the raw data our brains collect through our senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. Each sense relies on specialized receptors, like the retina in your eyes for vision or the taste buds on your tongue for flavor, to detect stimuli and send signals to the brain. This process is so seamless that you might not realize how complex it is until you consider how a single whiff of coffee can evoke memories or a loud noise can jolt you into action. These sensory inputs are the building blocks of perception, but they're not foolproof. For instance, optical illusions show how our eyes can be tricked by clever arrangements of shapes or colors. Similarly, sensory thresholds determine what we notice. Think of how you might ignore a faint background hum but jump at a sudden loud bang. Understanding sensation helps you appreciate how your brain filters a chaotic world into meaningful experiences. For beginners, learning about sensation is like discovering the mechanics behind a movie projector. It reveals how the raw footage of the world becomes the vivid film of your reality. By grasping how your senses work, you can better understand why certain stimuli grab your attention, or why you might miss subtle cues, empowering you to navigate your environment more consciously. Perception. Making sense of sensory chaos. While sensation collects raw data, perception is the brain's act of organizing and interpreting that data to create meaning. It is why you can instantly recognize a friend's face in a crowd or interpret a sarcastic tone in someone's voice. Perception relies on processes like pattern recognition and context, but it's also shaped by your experiences, expectations, and culture. For example, a Westerner might see a dragon in a cloud, while someone from another culture might see a different mythical creature. This interpretive process isn't always accurate. Perceptual errors, like mistaking a shadow for a threat, stem from the brain's tendency to fill in gaps based on past experiences. Gestalt principles, such as seeing a group of dots as a single shape, show how our brains prioritize patterns over chaos. These quirks reveal that perception is less about reality and more about your brain's best guess at it. For those new to psychology, understanding perception is a revelation. It shows how your reality is uniquely yours. By recognizing how your brain constructs meaning, you can question snap judgments, improve communication, and even enhance creativity by seeing the world from new angles. It's a tool for sharpening how you interact with your surroundings. The role of attention in shaping reality. Attention acts like a spotlight, determining which sensory information you process and which you ignore. At any moment, your brain is bombarded with stimuli, sights, sounds, smells, but attention filters out the noise to focus on what matters. For instance, the cocktail party effect lets you tune into one conversation in a noisy room while ignoring others until someone mentions your name and your attention snaps to them. This selective focus isn't perfect. Inattentional blindness, where you miss obvious details because your attention is elsewhere, explains why you might overlook a typo while proofreading or fail to notice a friend waving in a busy crowd. Multitasking, often glorified, actually splits attention and reduces efficiency as your brain toggles between tasks rather than fully engaging with one. Understanding attention empowers you to take control of your focus. Simple strategies, like minimizing distractions or practicing mindfulness, can enhance your ability to concentrate. For beginners, this knowledge is practical. It helps you study better, stay present in conversations, and even notice details in your environment that you might otherwise miss, enriching your daily experiences. How culture and experience shape. Perception. Your perception isn't just a product of biology, it's deeply influenced by your culture and personal experiences. For example, people from collectivist cultures like those in East Asia often focus on the context of a scene, e.g., the background of a photo, while those from individualistic cultures like the US zero in on the main subject. These differences show how culture wires your brain to prioritize certain aspects of the world. Personal experiences also play a role. If you've been burned by a hot stove, you're more likely to perceive a warm surface as dangerous. Expectations can further skew perception. Think of how you might taste a favorite dish differently if you were told it is low quality. These influences highlight that perception is subjective, shaped by a lifetime of learning and cultural conditioning. For those diving into psychology, this insight is transformative. It reveals why people see the world differently and how misunderstandings arise. By recognizing the role of culture and experience, you can foster empathy, improve cross-cultural communication, and challenge your own biases, making you a more thoughtful observer of the world. Like and subscribe to our channel for more knowledge on psychology,